Hello from ChiNature.com. This is Co2. Today I'll be doing an air pistol or rifle review. As you can see, very unique looking gun, the Umarex Morph 3X. So this thing actually is kind of lame for the Canadian because they do not sell the full power version. So yeah, the full power version claimed to be able to shoot up to 600 FPS. Yeah, but for the Canadian version, I don't think so. So maybe 380s or so. You'll be lucky if that really happened. Anyway, so this is a very plastic-y pistol. It's not like one of those, you know, high-end stuff, but it's very cool. The first thing I realized when I hold this gun, just the pistol itself, it's actually quite good. The grip, the design of the grip, if you look at that, right here, the 3 finger grooves, it actually really do fit the hand very well. And you got a metal trigger, which feels very nice to touch. The trigger pull is not very bad, just like any double action BB shooter, pretty okay. This is the safety right here, just like all the Umarex, like very classic kind of safety. You know, press in, slide, okay? Very classic. Not much functional or like fun mechanism part. So you don't have to blow back, bolt, whatever. All it is the BB follower, or what you call this, whatever. Okay, you slide the spring over, and then you put BBs in from this hole right here. Okay, so BBs rolls down about 30 BBs, and then snap. There we go. So that's the internal magazine. I can say that this thing is sort of like a blend of, you know, this mechanism of the safety. It's like the XBG kind of thing, and then this is like the baby Desert Eagle kind of thing. So yeah, the combine of those. The shape of the gun is actually quite cool. It's not one of the very military style kind of model. It's not a replica of anything, but it looks cool. Right here, the sight. This one, fiber optic sight with the green, and this is the orange. So it looks pretty cool like that, but not the best. Mine, okay, you can see that for mine, the right side is actually kind of dimmer than the left side. So quality control issues, well, who cares? Okay, so yeah, not adjustable sight. And it's pretty just okay. Okay, so you get this pistol, and then you'll be like, what's so special about it? Okay, look at this. This is the CO2 screws. Okay, that's screwing in the CO2. This grip, you press here, and you can actually release. Okay, let me just release this. There you go, sliding it off. Ah, there we go. Okay, so you release this thing, the back plate, and this is where you put the CO2. Okay, so basically it's very simple. You just take this, and there we go, the stock. So you slide the stock in. Okay, there's the groove there. So match up the groove and slide it in. Okay, as you can see, sliding it in, it's not as easy as the commercial shows. There we go. Okay, so you just find the groove and you slide it in, and there you go. So this is the first thing you can do with the gun. Stock and pistol setup. The iron sight is okay. You can still use the iron sight right now. This right here is the power or velocity adjusting screw. Take a screwdriver and pick it out. Okay, you open it, and there's a slot inside. You take a screwdriver and screw in and out to adjust the power. For Canadian version, forget it. It's not gonna work, so it's garbage. you don't really use it. Okay, now to get this thing to become a rifle, you have your other stuff here. Okay, this is a barrel, and this is the shroud. So, what's so special about it? The barrel for the Canadian version, this is actually a fake barrel extension. Like there's no inner barrel inside. So by adding this, it does nothing to the gun except for changing the look. Okay, that's all it is about. So you can actually forget the shroud and just poke this thing in, screw it on. Okay, just thread it in. So yeah, screw it on, and there you go. A super long barrel pistol kind of thing. Okay, just look cool, you know. Okay. And now you will be like, so how do you put this thing on? Easy. You try to poke it through, and you're like, doesn't work. Okay, let me show you. First, the proper way to do it. Okay, first you need to take out the barrel, and if you just try to put this piece in, the iron sight here will jam in your way. You need to pick out the iron sight, and the easy way to do that is take a screwdriver and then put it inside here, the slot where the rail goes, and then pry it out slowly. Okay, so basically you just try to like slide this iron sight out slowly. You see now it came out. So basically just take this out first. Okay, iron sight out and shroud in. Okay, see now it can go in. And then secure everything by putting the barrel inside like so, and screw that on. So now your rifle is assembled. Basically just keep screwing until it's tight. There we go. Now this is the rifle version of the Morph 3X. You can also shoot without the barrel. It'll work. Okay. And the good thing is the iron sight is still working even I'm having my stock on. So the stock actually does not raise up the cheek too much to the point that it cannot be, like the iron sight cannot be used. So it's pretty cool. And now you can put your little dot sight right here, and it will look even more tactical. Okay, just like that. Very cool. So basically that's the idea of the gun. It's more like a fun prinkling shooter with a lot of variation. You know, you can change the look of the gun all the time. You can use the stock or not the stock. You can turn it into a rifle, whatever. So that's the basic thing about it. But the thing is, this barrel here is very cheap look. You know, like this shiny, plasticky feeling and such. This thing here is way too shiny. I mean, like if you actually touch it with your hand, you feel that it's some very cheap plastic kind of look. So not very good. Compared to the plastic they use on the guns' bodies and the stock, very big difference. The stock and the gun's body is way better than the shroud and the barrel. So I would like to shoot the thing like a pistol more than that setup. Okay, so now let me just slide the iron sight back on. You can see it's done very easily. Just plug it in. There we go. See, very easy to set up, very easy to work with. Okay, and basically, okay, so to take out the script thing, okay, we take that out and put our CO2. Today we're using Liz CO2, Liz brand. Okay, let it go in, and then see it sit in. Okay, so we screw. Basically that's it. Very easy. Okay, plug the plate back on. Okay, so basically now we're going to load it up with BBs. Slide out of the way. And then put BBs in from the little hole here. You can actually just let it drop in there. Yeah, I'm going to do it fast Okay, the gun's body does help, like the design of the body does help the BB to roll down because of the grooves and how it's designed. Okay, we're done. So about 30 BBs in there, as you can see. Okay. So basically that's the gun. Let's take it to the range and do some shooting and test out the accuracy, power, and such. Let's go. Okay guys, now we're at the range and let's do some shooting together. We are shooting this thing at about 16 feet. Okay. Let's go. Do some shooting together and test it out. I think I did 30 shots. Okay, let's see. Basically, this is the grouping. It kind of a little bit lower than expected, so you gotta sort of move up a bit. Okay. Okay, out of ammo. So basically, we empty the first mag. I shot a little bit upward, and it's actually grouped there pretty well. So, wow! 2 shots went through both sides of the soup can. Okay, the Campbell one, yes. The other big one, it went through one side, and the other side is sort of dented. Okay, we'll do one more shot to try it out. Wow, emptied the mag already. As you can see, it keeps the can dancing and dancing and dancing. This gun is like it's like one of those guns where you can keep shooting for a long time. A lot of BBs can be fired without changing the CO2, and you will still see a decent power going on. Very nice. And if you actually have the USA version, where they can fire about 600, maybe 500 FPS to be realistic. But you know, like they don't increase the gas output for the power. They give you an extended barrel for the power. So you still have that amount of shot per CO2, but the power is increased. So that's a very nice mod to the gun if you can get that external, extended barrel. Okay, so to keep shooting. Man. Okay, just stand up. Keep shooting, guys. So our 6th magazine is coming up. Okay, very tiring. It's actually quite good. The trigger is not very harsh, so it's pretty nice and smooth. Okay, let's go. Okay, I can feel the shot is getting less accurate right now. And the steel tube may be dying out. Okay, so I think we're done. Let me see if I can empty the CO2 out. There we go. Unscrew the CO2. We're done. So I would say about 8 magazines of shot. And the CO2 is very nicely pierced. Very nice hole. Very, very nice hole actually. Okay, let's go over there and check it out. Okay. So this is the CO2. Very nice, big, and centered hole there, pierced. Okay, very nice. So this is our can. So you can see it punched through both sides of this can, the Campbell soup type. This is the pasta sauce type. It's tougher, but it still tortured it very, very well. And remind me of the like this session, you know, with all that torturing, it does remind me of shooting my Steel Storm and Steel Force kind of thing. You can keep tearing down this can without worrying about, oh, the steel tube gets cold, it's freezing up, it's starting to do double shots, jamming. No, it's not gonna happen. The thing, it fires perfectly fine until the last magazine, and you can see power drop on the last magazine. It's still doing very, very well. Okay guys, so that's it for this review. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and like. Bye bye.